welcome back to another episode of Vlogmas 2025. Today is day 4, and today we're going to be doing a chit chat. I haven't sat down and did a chit chat video in so long for you guys, and I already have the topics that I want to talk about, and it's going to kind of sum up a lot of things in one instead of going like from topic to topic, right? So for life humbling you, let me tell you guys exactly what I mean. So pretty much with life humbling you, you have to realize that you are not in control of everything, everyone, everything kind of ties up to every situation. Some things you just gotta let be and just understand that it's just not meant for you to accomplish or finish or whatever the situation may be. So let me give you a topic of what I mean about life humbling you. So we're gonna go back to 2024 is when I got pregnant. Like things were just normal for me. And what I mean by normal, I feel like my life wasn't as hectic as it became when people found out that I was pregnant, which is crazy that I say that, but it's like once a lot of people found out I was pregnant, which it don't have anything to do with these people. Most of these people I don't know from a paint a can. I don't know their name, anything from that nature. So I don't know why my pregnancy was so in tune or made these people just so worried about me. So like I said, life definitely humbles you in the ways that you don't expect it. This situation I'm speaking about, my pregnancy, like I said, that was supposed to be the best experience. Which, don't get me wrong, my pregnancy was very cool, very breezy. I didn't let nothing like stress me out. I made the decision to move back to my mom's house. I wasn't evicted from my place. I just knew I wanted to like save some money, if that makes sense, and try to, you know, go for getting myself a house, an actual home for me and my kids, versus, or at the time my child, versus keep paying rent for an apartment that's gonna go up every single year. So I think I want to tie into the next topic that kind of ties into life humbling you. So the next topic is so the title actually says postpartum after having a C-section. So of course a lot of you watching may not know me personally on a personal note, but yes, I did have to have a C-section with my son. That was my first C-section, and it was very challenging for me. Also, it was an emergency C-section at that. So I was rushed. If you don't know what emergency C-section is, you could go look it up on Google. But basically, emergency C-section is when it's unexpected and at the last moment where you can't continue to go like the natural route with pushing your baby out. Your doctor tell you, hey, you know, we have to rush you into the emergency room, so the emergency C-section room, so they can, you know, start the process to get your baby out. And at that moment, you really can't say no. That's the scariest part. So the trauma that came with me never ever going through this situation of having a C-section, I was very scared. And I wasn't alone. The father was there. He was very supportive with me in that moment. Because like I said, I didn't go through this alone, and we both had to experience this, which neither one of us wanted the situation to go that route. But like I said, it wasn't up to us at this point. When my doctor told me that, I looked at him, he looked at me. Because mind you, this is the same doctor that delivered my daughter. And I kind of almost had to go that route with her, but she came and I didn't have to do the C-section. But he told me, I'll never forget when I was in labor with her, he told me, he said, if you don't get this baby out, we're going to have to, you know, cut you. And I was like, oh no. So when he told me this time with my son that it was going to be an emergency C-section, when I looked at him and he looked at me, he knew I did not want to do it, but like I said, it wasn't my decision. So we had to do that. So now we're going to talk about the recovery of having a C-section. Oh my God, y'all. If you never had a C-section, you would never know the pain and the life changes that you, like recovery wise, that you have to experience. It was the freaking worst. Moving, getting up, bending, driving, eating, using the bathroom, taking a shower. On top of that, also looking at your scar, because you have a scar where they have to cut you at. So every day when I get in the shower or I take my clothes off, I always was looking at the healing process to make sure that, you know, the scar was eventually going down. Because if you know how the scar look when you first get cut, it's kind of big and puffy. And it kind of look like your skin kind of rolled over a little bit. Because they have to pretty much stitch you back together. So yeah, that was rough. And I did feel in a way disappointed, and I felt like I failed myself because I felt like I was doing the best I can when it came to me pushing to try to get him out. I did go the epidural route, which I did do that the first time with my daughter, so that was not nothing new to me. I sat there, you know, and yeah, got that out the way. That was easy. After I got my epidural, I felt very relieved because so I'm actually going a little too fast. I'm trying to not tell y'all the full story and make this video an hour long because it don't even need to be that long, honestly. So let me just back up a little bit. Before I went into the hospital, I actually went in labor, started going to labor at home. And by the time I felt bad cramps, I didn't know how it felt to be going into labor because with my daughter, I had to get induced. Versus my son, I had an induction date, but I didn't make it to my induction date. So I was at home alone that night. Well, alone, like as far as my partner wasn't there. And I'm in the bed just cramping really bad. I'm thinking that, you know, Braxton Hicks. No, these were definitely not Braxton Hicks. These were definitely real contractions, going into labor contractions. So I drove myself to the hospital not knowing how far I dilated. Now at this moment, I was home alone because my mom had already went to work. And I called her, told her that I was taking myself to the hospital because I felt like the baby was coming. Mind you, this was the worst drive I ever had in my life, going to that hospital. I felt like every time I stopped on brakes or every time I couldn't just be on the gas, I felt like the baby was coming. So by the time I made it to the hospital and I kind of calmed down a little bit because I knew I had to get out the car and walk, of course. So I walked into the hospital and I told them that I was, you know, going into labor. They took me to some kind of little room. It wasn't the room for labor and delivery, but it was a room before that. And they checked my cervix and they said, oh my God, you dilated 6 centimeters. And I'm like, 6 centimeters? So you telling me I only got 4 more centimeters and my baby gonna be here? So at this moment, they had to stick me to find my IV. Y'all, to find my vein, to put an IV in. I meant to say. When I tell you those women, they kept poking me because they could not find a vein. That shit hurted so bad. And by the time they got that in, they took me to another room. My partner came and it was time to go ahead and get the epidural because I couldn't wait no longer. So yeah, okay, back to the epidural part. Got my epidural and that was just a part of my birth story. I'm not gonna tell y'all every single thing. But now you know, if you didn't know how a C-section was, the healing process is a lot. Going through the emergency C-section is a lot. Labor is a lot. Like pretty much going to labor and not knowing is a lot. My water did not break on its own. But yeah, long story short, like I said, I'm not gonna tell y'all every single thing. But that ties into humbling myself, like I told you guys. So I kind of got these topics titled to where it's gonna close out this video. Okay, y'all. So the next topic is collecting moments and not things. This is like one of my favorite topics to go over today. What I mean about that is cherishing every moment with my family, my loved ones, my kids, my partner. All that is like, it really does something to me. Like, I really enjoy like real love and feeling loved and being cared for and being treated right and all that stuff. So I kind of got more stuff to talk about in this topic. Trying to find it. Oh, okay. So valuing experiences and collecting memories and knowing that buying stuff, like materialistic stuff, is not something that you're gonna have when you not like on this earth anymore. So that's why I prefer collect memories with my loved ones, like I was telling you guys. So yeah, that was one of my favorite topics. Oh, and also like with that topic, appreciating the present. Don't live for the future, but appreciate the present. Like that really means something. That really hit hard. All right, so the next topic will be life lessons. So we getting somewhere. Hardest lesson learned this year is do not move fast in life. Whatever decisions that you make in life, take your time. So go from, what I mean by take your time, don't go from A, P, S, Z. Whatever however long this process is gonna take, go all the way from A all the way to Z. Don't rush it. That's my hardest lesson, the hardest lesson I had to learn this year in 2025 itself. And that's, like I said, titled back into humbling yourself. When I say I feel like a lot of situations made me feel humble this year, nothing beats 2025 as far as like depression, feeling alone, feeling not loved, postpartum, finances, the government, etc. So that was my hardest lesson. My biggest risk is for 2025, or just period, is everything in life has its own risk. So pretty much winners are not those who never fail, but those who never quit. So that's just a tip that I wanted to give you guys. The biggest risk in life is not taking any risk at all. So it kind of ties back into hardest lesson when I said take your time, don't rush things, go from A all the way to Z, don't skip any steps in between. That ties back into the biggest risk. What I mean by the biggest risk is to live, to truly live, not just live in that moment, to truly live in every moment. We must be willing to take risks. That may sound harder than what it may be, but don't think too hard about what I just said. Okay, so this is a topic I remember putting in a video back in 2021 or 2022. It was advice to your older self or advice to your younger self. So I'm gonna just answer advice to your younger self. Live in every moment, stay true to yourself, be kind, be loving. Don't let nobody push over you and tell you you're not great, because you are great. You are her, you are him, whoever. And I think I said cherish every moment already. I'm trying to make sure I'm not missing that on. Oh, do not give up. That's the biggest one. Never give up with life. Whatever you want to do in life, never give up. Keep going. I know it's hard. It get hard. and you just can't, you gotta move forward. Like in situations that you feel like you can't overcome, you just gotta go past that situation, and every situation is not fixable either, so you gotta realize that. So the last topic that I want to talk about is the future. What are you most excited about? And after I answer this, I got one more question or one more thing I want to talk about. So this is also a good topic that I want to talk about. I'm most excited about 2026, which I know in 2026 I will hit 6 figures. Is no way around it. Is the stuff that I have in mind that I want to do when income tax time come next year is up, and it's stuck. Is no coming back from anything. Like, I love making my own money at my own time when I want to make my money. I don't like being on a clock and being told what to do from nobody, which, don't get me wrong, I enjoy having a 9 to 5, you know, working, making $22 an hour, but it's limits to it. So if you know what I mean, you know what I mean. When you're your own boss, you make your own money, however much money you want to make being your own boss, doing whatever you do in your business. So what I have to say for any entrepreneur out there is keep going and strive for the greatest, because life has no limits. And what I mean by that, I said 6 figures, but I know it's gonna be more than 6 figures, and I know it will come true. The last topic is, what are you afraid of? Honestly, I'm gonna be so honest with you guys. Right now in life, I feel like I'm not afraid of anything. I want to do some of the wildest things. I don't want to put myself in this bubble to where I feel like it's nothing that I can't accomplish or nothing that I can't do because I'm scared of it, if that makes sense. Even if that comes to me jumping out of a plane to skydive, I'm down. Like, let's do it. Let's book the trip. Let's go. We can go next year sometime. But I'm open to traveling more. That ties back up to what I'm excited about traveling next year. Having more businesses next year. Moving into a house next year. More traveling next year. More love next year. More money next year. More success next year. More happiness next year. More friendship next year. I'm open to everything. Let's do it. Like I said, it's no limits into this life. You only got one life, as far as I know. As far as we all know. We don't know what we're going to be after this life. So you got to live it up to its fullest. And I'm going to just go ahead and end this vlog. Like I said, I haven't did a chit chat video in so long, so I really don't know like what's trending right now to talk about. But I'm just telling y'all what I feel like I've been going through lately this year, 2025, and now that it's almost over, I'm really relieved and I'm happy to be moving into another year. And yeah, let's just go ahead and wrap this year up. Let's close the books. It's time to move on. It's time for better. So again, live life to its fullest. No limits. Keep going. Thank you guys for watching. If you're not subscribed to my channel, which, oh, this is another thing I want to talk about. Baby, YouTube tell you everything you need to know on my YouTube studios. I already can see like the traffic that's coming from my videos. I know what video may got higher rates or more clicks, etc. But I know a lot of y'all not subscribed to my channel. It's cool, but I know y'all watching. So with y'all watching, that's even making me even more greater, because it's making more people watch my videos. When you clicked on my video, you that's watching right now, another person is gonna pop up on their For You page for them to watch. Regardless if they click on it, popped up on their page. They can click on it for a second. It's still a view. It still counts as a view. But hey, subscribe, because I know y'all not subscribing and y'all watching me. Like this video, and I'll see you guys in day 5. Oh, this week going by so fast. It's gonna be Christmas, y'all. I'm so ready. But yeah, I'll see you guys in tomorrow's video. Peace.